If you really require a wife, be someone else. Death is a pigsty. There is a proven link between infertility and inactivity. Isn't it relaxing to take in how your spirit is part of the air you breathe? Repeat this to yourself: I'm fine, I'm fine. Keep freeing up. Being an average guy can feel like being boiled alive. Without sanctity there can be no privacy. There is a correlation between gullibility and femininity. Human thought is the inconceivable. Take control over paranoia. Wake up. Who's a nasty insect? You. Now come to notice your pineal gland. Remember that a wise man said, "Truly insured be the oxen, for the oxen earth the daughter." Human history is temporary. Ingesting the mentally handicapped is just as bad as ingesting bad taste. Maybe your secret fears can be a lot of fun when you become president? Your sphincter is annihilating the world around you. Can you feel how you as an individual is floating above the earth? We have the power to make smoking become obsolete. Eat flies. Stay heartless. Take a deep breath. In. And out. Obey a kitten, and you might achieve wet sex. Remember to tell yourself, my living is significant. Tell yourself, life is temporary. Will humanity ever learn to stop suppressing a franchise?
All right. Audio? Yeah, there we go. We're good. How you doing tonight, everybody? Stupid auto cow wreck. I saw that. You just have to make sure the word that autocorrect's going to be mean about is last. Okay. Treat. Extremely excited Pud. Pud. Audio sounds a little funny. Oh, is it crunchy again? Hang on. Oh, maybe. Where is the mic? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of mics on here. I was covering one of them. Is that better? Did it get fixed? Pud, look at what you've done. Forcing me to cover the mics. Do you want this, Pud? Make a funny noise to tell me yes. Pud. It's like, no, I'm good. Lotion? I don't have any lotion. This is coffee. These are wet wipes, but I use those to wash my hands off, to wipe crackers off. Those are just useful. Wipe laptops off. Wipe off this fucking thing. It gets fucking dust on it. I just wiped it, but it's usually pretty bad. Please draw a comment on Pud. Pud, come here. We gotta draw on you. Come on. Pud, you're gonna be the lotion. Now, wet wipes are just crazy versatile. And the unscented ones are very, very low. Like, they don't leave crap on stuff. Because they're messy at eating cat tit. They really are. Crackers is messy all the time, too. They're really nice when I'm doing the stupid e-cig stuff, too, for getting the e-cig juice off my hands so I can keep working, so I don't have to get up and wash my hands over and over. I'm rubbing him and his meat. Crackers, remember when you bit me yesterday? Biter, bitey boy. He just wants to eat it. I like that he's just sticking his tongue out. Oh, I'm right next to the speaker. I got nut blasted. Yeah, that's why I was trying to boop his nose. Boop, boop. Because then this is in the way. Uh-oh. Okay, we drew a comment on crackers. He'll get it off. Pud, do me a favor, Pud. Esports. I also got esports blasted. It's because these guys want to be right next to the speaker. We could be over here where it's nice, but no, they want to be in this corner. Probably because Crackers knows Pud gets back in line on the other side to act like he's a third cat. We drew a comment on Crackers. We did. It was just a dot, but it is still there. You can see it. Crackers, clean your comments. How much we got left in here? Oh, Bud has detected that he thinks it's over. There's a little left, dummy. One day I will look at that list of quotes and I'll be like, I don't remember saying any of this. Okay, Crackers gets the rest then. Oh, are you coming? Then we'll give you a little more. Why do you not trust me all of a sudden, creep? There you go. Pud is going to be a comment moderator. Clean up the comments. Yeah, are you? No. He doesn't even want to do drugs. Right on the Crackers. Don't try to eat more treat. That's for hot dog. Oh, there he is. Hot dog, come on, that's an oven and it's gross. He knows. He knows. Look how excited he is. Pod, do you, or Hot dog, do you watch the clock? Did you learn? Look at him gobble. Oh, Hot dog. It's harassment time. No cat peats on the stove. Yeah, he doesn't feel greasy, but I've definitely seen him. We had to start covering. You know how sometimes you'll reuse bacon grease a couple of times or that kind of thing before you trash it? Well, I'll often leave it in my, don't judge me, I'll often leave it in my steel pan over there. That's the one I use most often. It's a carbon steel one there. We have to put a cover on it because he just walks around in it. And one time he licked like, I don't know, several tablespoons of grease up. Which we knew because we could see the little tongue rasp marks in it and the footprints in it. Isn't that right, Hot dog? He didn't barf. But that's because he's a little garbage baby. Aren't you? What did you even eat before we found you? What did you eat in between Mom's milk and us feeding you all kinds of weird treats that we bought to try and trick you out of an engine? Do you remember how grumpy you were about getting hugged? He was very cute though, because he fit in this thing. He used to fit in here. Now his head doesn't fit in there. Don't torment him. He's a good boy. I think that's it, bud. Drug time? Want drugs? Don't look over there. Look here for drugs. Drugs. I put them on him. He'll find them later. Okay. Yeah, stove's gross. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Oh, it's one of those things where you probably ate squirrels or something. Yeah, maybe. He was really small, though. I feel like he might have been too small to get in little fights. But maybe. Or bugs. Bugs are probably pretty. Okay, I'll hang up over here. Out of my business. Oh, thanks for dropping something in there. We got a couple in front of you. Esports. So far, he has avoided the fire, but we keep an eye on it. We're not wandering away from the stove while it's on people so much. He is dumb, though, so he could. Whew, okay. Esports. Complete. There we go. I'm gonna look at whatever the next thing is in Team Music, and I'm gonna draw a comment on that really fast. Then we'll get started here. Wow. It's the title screen. Why is this the like 6th world level that we just run into here? Yeah, gotta be. Oh, awkward. Draw a comment. Okay. Yellow, I think. Let me do it with the scribbler. That's another reason why I need to set up auto duck audio track, because if I set something up to start making noise, if there's no other audio sources, then when I'm drawing a comment, you know, something horrible could come on. Doot. So how you guys doing tonight? Okay. I'm gonna really lazily redraw the little title screen thing here. It's really fast. Wow, the color doesn't look right. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot for the subscription. Natalie, really appreciate it. Hey, all of those subscriptions. Is that to hide the noise? All those subscriptions go towards buying things that are things I want. 100% of proceeds from all subscriptions go to buying me. Go to a worthy cause. You know, I lost the joke about halfway through, and then I tried to go back and save it, and now I just feel like I have brain damage. Don't go back. Just give up. Always give up. Especially in this America. Oh, man, you guys thought I had some... Oh. You guys thought I had some... give up on humanity-ness before. Ooh. Ooh-wee. And then the Mario Bros. Will be... Well, they were going to be holding hands, but now I guess they're just connected. Oh! Art. There it is. Up there. Oh. 2 and 3. 2 and sideways 3, man. Cat dog. I need to get the AI working again so that I can have it do cat dog Mario and Luigi. Oh. I don't even know what to say to that. It's a title screen and it's great. You paid for it, so you better like it. There's no refunds. We'll come back to this when it slows down. B9, let's see what you got. Oh, or it'll be dumb. Okay. Yep. Colombit, how you doing tonight? I apparently won Pokemon Snap tonight. Is there multiplayer in Pokemon Snap now? In the new one? I didn't play the new one. Ooh. Thanks for doing that. I really wish Twitch had a little like thing for like this person streams in your category or this person recently streamed in your category. Because people are always afraid to talk about it. Because of all the people who pop into channels and are like, "Oh, I'm going live now." How'd you win at it? If it doesn't have multiplayer, how'd you win at it? Made a few changes. Want to see if it flows still. Sounds good. D-pad works best on vines. Oh. Those poor people who use the stick. You do you. I've seen people who play like kinds of stuff with the stick. If it works for you, it works. You can move a stick real fast, but it just feels imprecise. Hoping your Switch is back from the ban? Yeah. You can make new accounts if the Switch itself wasn't banned. Played levels, and then they gave me credits. Oh, you mean you beat it. You, like, finished it. That's, that was literally my experience with the original Pokemon Snap. And that's why I wasn't interested in the new one, because I feel like it's going to be an hour long. Cult of the Lamb was really good. Heidi played that, and I played that, but I don't think Heidi finished it. I know they added sex. Because what good is a cult without sex? But I also feel like it was too cute to put sex in, but I think that was kind of always the theme. Yeah, it flows. I did not see the stumps. But it's taken me more than a while. That's good. But do you think it'll take you more than 2 or 3 hours? Okay, so did I just go too fast? And, okay, I see it. The queue is open. We just started. Pop something in there. I warned you. It did. I thought I was looking for stumps, and it just happened anyway. Sports. Sports. Couldn't take pictures of Mew because what? Mew went too fast? And we can make it back. It does still go off. I don't see the flagpole down there. Okay, I'm gonna go in this door. Yeah, track timer. Seems like you don't like troll levels at all, huh? I'm sorry. Sorry that you interpreted it that way. Yes, some people struggle with reading. Sarcasm. Okay. Spike is weird. That spike scared me and I hesitated a little. I made it through, but it rattles you a little. Maybe, if you want to have some place for the player to die for some reason, put something else there. Oh, also on. Okay, we're going left. That spike is weird. What's the spike for? Don't get the spike. He just doesn't like good troll levels. Oops. Yeah, I get this whole thing about how, you know, jokes should be funny. Yeah, I'll be real subtle. Yeah, I don't understand the purpose of that spike, because we're gonna die one way or the other. So I'm guessing the whole thought there was to... I was supposed to hit that switch. Is to spook the player and slow him down? At least it's right next to the checkpoint. Feels bad. I don't know how I skipped one of those donuts. Wow. These prevention? Oh, prevent you from going under. Yeah, prevent you from going under was probably the thought there. No block? No, you... Oh, no, actually, I think in no block you can slam through, but that might end up being more awkward. Actually, couldn't we jump over him here? I think we could jump over him in that little area now. I just found the please let me know if it's a troll level funny. Oh, no, I like them. Yeah, that wasn't don't do it. That was just letting me know so I understand. Because, you know, if I get like 10 levels, we'll be able to run through 10 levels probably. If I get 3 troll levels, that's pretty much, that'll be most of the stream. Don't know how I skipped the donut block the one time. Yeah. We could go over him there. We could go under him there, and then I can kill him with the on-off switch. We just gotta get right in front of it. The cannon won't fire if I'm touching the lip, right? I'm pretty sure it won't. Yeah, sometimes I skip that one, and I don't know why. Oop, yeah, if we get in there fast enough, we can kill him on the on-off switch. Or just let him despawn. See? See, you put in cheese prevention. We talked about it. I start thinking about cheese, and then immediately, oh. I know how to get some cheese out of this. Bye. I missed something there? A little bit of a flurry. Yeah, I do like troll levels. I don't like the little Timmy troll levels, but those are not, you know... People don't tell you, oh yeah, it's a bad troll level. Either they don't know how to effectively differentiate it, or worse, they do and they still think it's really funny to give you a hot garbage level. We don't see none of them, but we're seeing a lot less. Like, those are the first people, the infantrymen to die on the front lines as as Mario Maker loses the war. Yeah, a lot of people generally see the term from the endless super expert, like terrible butthole level. Pick a path, trash. Goodbye. Boys. I have lots of time to dawdle. I'm pretty sure I can touch that. I can touch that. I probably wasn't supposed to do that, huh? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, that was probably the Chomp was supposed to set that off. But yeah, you can get in there. You should be able to prevent the player from getting in there effectively by putting Kaizo blocks in those 2 locations. Let me... I'll just pause it. You can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, we found some cheese. Hey, Defender, how you doing tonight? We found all kinds of cheese. Kaizo here and here should... Actually, I think you could probably just do here. Should absolutely prevent the player from managing to get in there and touch that. Although, I'm guessing the idea is for the Chain Chomp to get there first. Yeah. Yeah, if we weren't cheesing the Chain Chomp out anyway. Oh my god. Thanks for doing the shout out box. Oh, you guys know this, but like, Defender wrote, I don't know, some paper or something once. Oh, missed him. Actually, I think we can just let him despawn. Try no cheese. Try no cheese. I wanted to keep exploring the cheese. Oh, well, if we don't nail it, yeah, he does stop there. Wait. Can't we do something about this? I think I might be able to touch that without touching the thwomp. But I'm not positive. We need the right one or second one. Yeah, or just block it off. Yeah, because the player shouldn't be able to get up there. Doesn't need to be able to get up there, but the thwomp will be able to trigger it either way from the other side. Did you time it out for jumping up the slopes to be required? Dolphin, when are you streaming again? Did you stream once? Did you stream a bunch? Sometimes I skip that, and I don't know why. Stream once, whenever. I'm doing a blue moon. Okay, go. Okay, did we get too far ahead of the Chain Chomp? Yeah, I think we did manage to outspeed the Chain Chomp if he gets held up before that. There we go. And he's back. Any reason why I wouldn't just let him go? I guess we'll see. Yeah, he doesn't interfere with that guy at all, but we need to get in there. Can't cheese this part. Hey, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me or I'll find it. Oh, Kilometer, is your Switch still banned? Fun fact, if your Switch is banned, apparently you can still, the levels are still valid. Oh wait, will he kill the Chain Chomp? He might kill the Chain Chomp when we kick him through. In addition to having the Chain Chomp, like, let out that, spike ball, the Chain Chomp could easily let out, fire. Yeah, that does kill him. The Chain Chomp could let out fire, to open a frozen coin pathway. There's a couple other ways you could have him trigger stuff. I think he'll trigger P switches, all kinds of stuff that you could use to further de-cheese if you wanted to make sure that the player... I really want to go the wrong way there. Ow. Can kill but can't cheese the section. Yeah, there should be a couple of ways you could definitely de-cheese the first section too. By just making sure the Chain Chomp is there to go in a section only he can go into. Set off some kind of switch. Not super forgiving on the timing with the Bob-omb there. Is it really fair for the Chomp to get a shortcut? Yeah, he should have to hike as far as I have to hike. Keep accidentally sliding on the down a little bit too hard. I was playing Yoshi's Island all goddamn day today. I just finished Flutter, a really cool collaborative ROM hack, and one of the only Yoshi's Island hacks I've ever played that was just excellent, like, the whole way through. I really, really, really wish there were more. See, I wanted to get ahead because he's on me. Yeah, I feel like the pacing with the Chain Chomp, it's really, really easy to feel like he's just up your ass and there's nothing you can do. I don't even see where I definitely screwed that up. I feel like I was kind of on it. Why not let him pass you in that last part? Yeah, that might be what we're doing. It seemed like we were going out of our way not to do that, but that might be the only option there. Oh yeah, it's definitely worse if you try to stay on top of a Bob-omb. Is that one way there to steer the Chain Chomp in a specific direction? Does that turn him around and buy time? Or is that one way there, right above that dotted line thing, just to piss me off when I'm doing this? No, the Chain Chomp doesn't interact with that one way. That's just there to make me unhappy. Yeah, I mean, that definitely impedes the flow. That means I have to do this really awkward jump every single time. Wow. Ome makes the jump on the bomb easy? Duh. Does it? That was not how it felt for me. If the one way wasn't there, you could let the Bob-omb out and then jump on him after he walks past you. What? Maybe if the gag had a checkpoint, it wouldn't make me so mad. That's mean. That's mean. Obviously I had some time to avoid it, but I still spaghettied on it, and that feels like a really mean thing to do after a really difficult section, is to do a visual gag that also murders you. I kind of figured something was gonna kill him, that you expected the player to stand in the corner. Yeah, pulling the ripcord on like a troll at the end like that without any checkpoint or throwing a star at me or anything feels nasty. It felt really tight there too. It felt I definitely felt like I needed to jump up the slopes. Download and play the newest. It felt like I needed to jump up the slopes, right? To get enough speed, but it also felt like I wasn't positioned effectively to jump up the slopes. Orf. Did we get a GG? No, I bailed. I bailed. I did that whole section and then I spaghettied on a surprise troll at, I'm assuming, the very end, and I was over it. Alright, uploaded. Super hard. I really hope it's that one. Oh, Dolphin, you're in trouble. Oh. You're in trouble already. Whew. I lost my grabby stick. Hang on one sec. I gotta turn my little fan on here. Warmed up a little bit. Wisconsin just cannot make up its mind. Okay. Yeah, I was a little worried that that maybe you were over the troll level stuff and that you were just done. Contains 2 Trump jumps. Can we call them Biden jumps? That's great. So I'm sorry, the clear indicator to me is not that Bowser's flaming cock is going into a butt, which I think is what you're going for, but rather that Wendy has a dick and balls facing backwards that she's backing into Trump. Backing into Bowser. Help me. Somebody help me. Oh. And even if that was your goal, wouldn't be the weirdest possible turtle penis. Okay, good. Do not Google turtle penises. Aw. There's the safety coin. Aw. Yeah, B9, it wasn't a terrible level overall, just that last thing really pissed me off. I guess let's start left to right. That actually has a really nice little visual effect that kind of, almost like it's dripping a little bit. Looks really nice. Mean. Sports. Oh! Oh god. I really hope that is not how you keyed at the player at some point. Luigi. I'm already Luigi. What is that weird sound effect when I come into the room here? Luigi's not green. He's right there. He's green. Okay. Oh, okay. We're not going over there. Fuck you. Oh, I figured it was going to be something stupid. Is it? Oh, no, it's not hold right. Okay. That's green Mario. Just hold right coming out of there. Just be gentle, I guess. Like green Phanto. Phanto's always been green. This is the hoodie I've always had. Red Luigi. Oh. I would kind of like Red Luigi. I would take that if it were available. I still really wish we had some kind of unlockable thing to give us, like Waluigi and Wario and then ideally with Toad and with Toadette. Just exactly the same, except the wrong colors and mustaches, and no explanation for why Toadette has one. Doesn't need an explanation. That setup works pretty well. This feels spaghetti, but I think I'm making it harder than I need to. No, if you soft jump on it, you bounce into it. So maybe I am supposed to just hold right in there. Hold right? Oh no, hold right does actually work, and it won't kill me. Yeah, it's just hold right. Okay. It's one of those things that feels like it's gonna be spaghetti if you keep touching it a little, but not committing. And then it's fine. Crinkly pigtail. Wario! Wario mustache pigtails. Just one on each side. Oh. Damage boost. If we just book it past the Piranha straight out of the pipe, we can get through. Oh, maybe. Do we still have the... Yeah, we probably still have the damage down and can skip it and can just skip forward entirely from there. Mean. I'm aware, but deemed it not important. I haven't even accidentally gotten soft locked yet. Yeah, just hold right. Works fine. The benigns do viewer levels too? Wiggly P is funny. I take damage, yeah, and then we can book it. Yeah, does it mess with anything? Doesn't seem like it. I don't actually know what the lineup is with the mushroom here. But I'm sure this is not necessary. Yeah. If people realize that it makes a solution fast. Oh, speedrun strat. Yeah, even if you hold right, you know. Good. Oh, wait. Will that make its way over here eventually? We might be... Oh, it can't climb up. Okay, I was gonna say we might be able to cheese it further if we can get the mushroom, but the mushroom can't jump high enough to climb up there, so nope. I knew what I was supposed to do and I did it wrong again. Those conveyors aren't so... Oh, man. That's priceless. That's so unbelievably stupid. So if you did actually do it, you're gonna feel so bad. Oh, that you got like that. Oh yeah, don't worry guys. I know the lineup on this Trump jump. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Why is it still here? Oh. There we go. You have a fun surprise if you do the Trump jump? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what's the lineup? Am I supposed to be lined up on the right side of the mushroom or something? I don't know what it is because I hate precision. What did I expect? I thought that it probably would actually be the solution. I was about to be told to go back and hit the P-switch. Line P. Line is pretty much right in the middle. Line up your stupid pixels. Oh, that looks like it's right in the middle. That's great. Oh. there's any way to work in infinite fart noises, repeated sounds, over and over again, or the first note of, the first note of, slider over and over. Forgot to hold it right. Yeah, Dolphin makes great stuff. He's been making some pretty great stuff for a while now. I am not a fan at all of, people doing the, like, really weird, like, name shout-out stuff, and then being real weird about it in general. And I was ranting about it at some point, and as the, just a stupid, like, shitpost haha I made nonsense, Dolphin put together a level, that said Hot Fist in it, and then while it was fiddling around, it changed to Hot Fish, and then a burning fish hits you. And I almost urinated. Made me real happy. Nope, I almost did it again for no reason. Oh. What could be in there that could kill me, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. What are they doing? They're not doing anything. Oh. Oh. You urinate. Sometimes you feel like you're gonna pee your pants if you have to pee and you laugh really hard. Is that a regional thing? Do we only do that in the Midwest? Is that not a thing? Like laughing so hard you're gonna pee your pants kind of thing? What? Orange and blue? Orange and blue are complementary colors. It's like portal colors. I guess that's kind of flesh tone. I feel like I actually could hit that and then drift over to the left. What do you guys do? Oh, they're the same ones with the boost. Esports, thanks guys. There we go. Fuck you! Oh my god. Oh. That's one of those perfect, just unbelievably stupid and lazy trolls. That, like, it's so simple, but it does this job so well. And then it works the other way, too. So I have to do a full jump. Got him! And then I have to pull back. Okay, there we go. Is there a reward if I do this jump? I'm gonna wait it out for that, no block. Can I jump on him in there and then push him out? If I jump on him and push him out of there, am I soft locked? I forgot. I forgot. You can try. Don't tell me to try. We have 500 seconds, then we have 8 minutes to kill. Then I have to turn on the other switch. Actually, I guess I could do that now. I was smarter and planned ahead more. I think we might be able to get on him with a duck jump here. Oh, fuck you. He wakes back up and then he kills me, right? Nope. Nope, he goes down in the toilet. Womp womp. Yeah, there's some things that you just completely forget about in night mode. Like that. That's one of them. Extra long chain chomps. Like, I remember when I see it, but every time it's like, oh, that's weird. Probably faster to start over. Volcano Joe, your level's probably about 8 minutes long, right? Now I'm gonna find out Heidi's using her Switch account. Nope, she's not. Nope, it won't let me start it. Oh, I have an update pending. Yeah, long chomps. Some other night mode things, Pud. Can you remember any? I can make Pud big. It's a free special treat. Well, Pud, don't wink at me. Don't do that. Don't just slant your eyes at me. Think of night mode stuff. Wigglers are extra long, right? Not listening to me. Yeah, power-ups do goofy stuff. Yeah, booster. Oh, the thwomps, start moving towards you when you're facing away from them. There's not one thought in his head right now. He's empty. He might be thinking that he likes the smell of the outside air. He always acts like he wants to go outside, but if we try to put him on the leash or in the little backpack with the bubble on it, he loses his goddamn mind. Yeah, castle swimming. I feel like we remember that one, though. And then I think I have to launch it with her user. I think that's what we were doing for this one. This has some stupid raised lettering on the back. This is one of the first things I ever painted. Oh, good. Here we go. Put in there now. Oh, and then for the other one, I'm going to need to keep it out here, and then we can come back to that after it dies. Doot, doot, doot. Oh no, not blue. That one's the green cable. Hold, please. Think you finally cracked your Super Ball level? You made it fun? You made the fall better? Okay, good. Actually, Dolphin, looking at the soft lock, you probably can resolve it. Postpone puts you at the end, so I'm just gonna next over you, but we're gonna come back to that after this one. Remind me if I forget and I try to move on. 8 oi. Oh no. Fix it with a Kaizo. Oh yeah, that'll help. Oh yeah, then the player won't be able to jump there. Yeah. That should work. I was gonna say you might be able to just fill in that area underneath with a semi-solid. So that he comes back eventually. But yeah, Kaizo sounds simpler. Okay, Pud, get out of here. You're in the way. Is that the one? 11, 13? Yeah, that's gotta be the one. This is the one, right? Oh, we're doing it. Yeah, this Switch sat on my shelf after the power went bad for like 2 years, and then I thought, well, I should fix it, and then it turned out it was really annoying. I can't do micro soldering. I can't do that kind of soldering. To replace the power receptacle on the Switch. Oh, well, this beginning looks less insane. Oh, the beginning actually uses the theme here. I like that a lot more than random plunge into Doom. That's good. I did buy a microscope, so next time I need to do micro soldering, I'm going to try doing drag soldering. I'm going to try to do it, even though my hands are pretty shaky. But yeah, couldn't do it. Got one of those places to fix it for me for $100, and then it still sat there for like a year. And then I figured, oh, I can just put Heidi's account on here, and I can play Mario Maker twice. I can Mario Maker while I Mario Maker. That got more annoying. Oh, that flower's a nice little indicator there, too. That helps. Well, player might avoid the flower, thinking, oh, I don't want to grab it if I don't need it, actually. What is that interaction with the lifts and the twisters? I think that's the default behavior with the lifts. is that if you don't put them on anything, they just do this up and down thing. Ow! But yeah, there's the whole contraption. They just kind of look like they're hanging out with the twisters. Yeah, they're on lips too. Yeah, it looks cool. It does its job. It makes a fun little thing to platform over. Aren't I going in that pipe? Oh, I'm going in this pipe, and I'm dumb. Okay, this is the one. There's a lot of skull coasters. Those are opportunities for us to restart if we miss, it looks like. Oh, we get a little bit of ahead of it now. That's weird. How does that work so differently now? Wasn't it just 1 by 1 before, anyhow? Oh, good. I'm alive. Esports. Why is that Phanto red? Why is that Phanto red? Oh, cool. Oh, that was cool. See, visually this was a little confusing, but most of that was just being terrified of what was going to happen from what you've done to me. Yeah, I'm just glad that that turned into anything else than what it was before. Oops. Oh, uh-oh. Am I? No, I'm not on a timer. I'm racing it, I guess. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, we just put it in there right in the corner. Oh. Monsters who survived. Extra bounce at the bottom. Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay. I see where we're going. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow.
Huzues has started following. Thank you.
Oh, Gandhi used bits. Gandhi, I was not informed of your bits. What did the bits do? Gandhi, I didn't see anything. Or hear anything. I don't know what the bits did. But, you know, thanks for your nickel. Okay. Roll level's done. I'll pause it, and we'll come back to that. It's done dying. I missed the thing. Now, is that you showing me? Is that a demonstration visually of how far the POW reaches, or that the POW reaches the camera boundary? Is that what we're doing there, or is that just not relevant anymore? I don't like this. Okay, well, at least we guessed right. How long does it actually take to clear all these guys out, though? Because there is a... I want to say there's always a small chance, but I feel like there's a disproportionate chance that you're going to go almost to the last one. I feel like a lot of people are going to clear out the left side first because they started there. Maybe even focus too much on one guy. Minute and a half, maybe a minute. Not terrible. Hot fist. I've been wondering why you say esports when you burp. No, you're not overstepping. I have a clip for it from a million years ago that I'll just pull up so everyone can suffer.
Kefko can't do this.
Esports? Yeah.
That's my fat gut from when I was a little fatter. 2 have keys. Oh, that's good. I used to do a traveling Smash stream all over the Wisconsin area. And people kept telling us to make jokes, or to not make as many jokes, and to try to be more esports. And it was really annoying and stupid. And then it got to the point where I don't know. I don't remember the exact thing, but I just kept saying esports when I did gross things or inappropriate things, and then just tried to burp out the word esports every opportunity I had. And now it's just a thing that happens. Oh. The automatic reflex? Yeah, sometimes it happens at work. And, I don't explain it. I'm almost always in a private office. And the only people who would ever hear it, would be production workers who don't want to talk to me anyway. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, that has come an incredibly long way from, where it was. Yeah. Man, did that improve into something that's actually pretty fun to do with the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I don't know if we need to kill 1,000 goddamn, Goombas to look for a key, or half of 1,000 of Goombas to look for a key, but there wasn't anything incredibly challenging, difficult, or frustrating after that. There isn't a significant chance that the player is going to be like right on the money and they'll be able to just kind of keep, well, there's a big fall after that, but pretty unlikely to be running out of time right at that point. Yeah, it all kind of did its job. It all works the way you want it to work, which is good. What was after the elevator the first time we looked? Did that all get reworked, or did that all stay the same? Because we never finished the elevator the first time. Dude. Yeah, if you happen to have, why do you not want to pair back to the other switch? Don't be a dick. Yeah, if you happen to catch the stream somehow, like when I first started streaming Mario Maker, separate from the totally different channel. I'm on this channel instead of the shared channel I used to use for Smash. Powered off, power back on here. Usually it just goes as soon as I plug it in. Wonder if it's no, it's being a fucking goofball. Maybe that USB cable's having some trouble. There we go. Goofball. Yeah, that very long sentence that I'm incapable of finishing, the end of it is, if you had started watching this, like, the first day I was streaming, I was still burping out the word esports. Oh. Nothing but the annoying fall and the short pee timer. Okay, we're back. We're not gonna soft lock ourselves. I'm gonna go down here. Oops. Hate that. I know it's a minor nitpick to stand further away from the wall, but I hate standing next to a wall and dying. Now I can just not push the wall. Aw, I really want to take him. But I don't need to. Partly a medical thing, but not, yeah, not anything that interesting. Just GERD. Just burpee. GERD does suck. I lost, 70 pounds. Years back, a couple of years back, a little before the pandemic. Put some back on here, and I put some here. Even when I lost a ton of weight, though, I did not stop burping all the goddamn time, which kind of sucked. Heartburn got better. Stopped having heartburn 24/7. But burping continues. Burping's just part of who I am now. Oh my god. go. Oh yeah, if I don't hold right, I don't die. That's good. Stop trying to take him. Oh, you'd think by this point, like, I see on-off switches, I want to hit him 17 times. I don't trust pick-a-paths at all, and I'll, like, surge down the forward road when there's 2 splits half the time. But man, nothing will ever make me think, like, there's definitely something behind that skull platform, but there's always something behind the skull platform. No, fuck off. There's a muncher. There's a muncher coming. I figured it was just gonna be a sniper thwomp. Aww. Aww. Get the fuck out of my head. Oh, get the fuck out of my head. Was that the next room or nope, that was the end of the same room and I'm just dumb. Oh. I have 2 trolls I want to gauge your interest on before I flesh out a whole level. Yeah. Take it up there and we'll download it. On it. Also, there's only 1 other leveling queue. Fewer levels are slowing down. No, we didn't finish this room. There's nothing behind the skulls, but people think there is. Well, I feel, the setup for that is just conditioning, right? Is the first 2 skulls there is something, or the first skull there is something. I feel like that's enough. With that and having lived through any other troll levels, it'll just be in your head. Yeah. That's a little spaghetti heavy, I would say. You might be able to tune it a little bit by pulling these spikes right here, and maybe just, because it seems like the gag you want to do is to imply the Chomp jumps. Maybe just put the spikes here and get rid of these. So I have the opportunity to do this instead of this. Well, be realistic. Over and over. Oh. Fox, thanks for dropping something in there. Yeah, P-Jump's giving me a little trouble. Off to bed. Have a great night. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot for popping in there, Defender. Always appreciate talking to you. Yeah, Box is never far behind you. That's got to be better than staying up to 7 a.m. yesterday. Can't do that because of the setup, but I'll figure something out. Yeah, there's got to be something. Kaiser Block would feel lazy. No, Kaiser Block, you would lose the whole gag there too. Can you force the player to make the Chomp jump? Can you have a falling block actually clip the player instead? Okay. This is probably a dumb thought. Maybe this is a good thought. If you can catch the player, and I don't know how you make sure you catch them without them sitting and studying, because they're going to sit and study. But if you can somehow just basically bonk the player directly into the Chomp jump so they land on the P-switch. But as long as they stand still, they'll just fall on the P-switch, and then they walk forward, and that's the gag. I feel like that would be kind of funny. And then the spaghetti would be the troll, but really you just kind of commit to it and then stand still and you get out of it. But I don't know. That might end up being incredibly complicated to set up, or not funny, or not worth the effort. Ow. Okay. Well, the player's expecting the Chomp jump anyhow. But my thought was they're not expecting to do the Chomp jump, and then as they're jumping, something drops. Instead of there being, maybe there is no wall here, and instead there is a blaster that drops down as the player approaches. They bump into the blaster, that puts them on the P-switch, and then they fall down. Or the P-switch goes off, drops the blaster after you cross a certain point. And after you've committed to the jump across a certain point, so, you jump into a wall and are just supposed to stand still and let it happen. Probably not. Yeah, that's all I was trying to think is how can you put the player on a little bit more rails so that they don't sail off the edge. It could just be moving the pit a little bit. Moving the pit just a little bit over could make that whole thing work a lot better too. Oh, I waited too long. Forgot how funny it was the first 2 times. No. I'm trying to help it stay funny. Yeah, I think it might just be move the pit. Because I feel like you'll still go into the pit even if it's 1 over, but it'll be a lot easier to pull back. There we go. Shoddy, how you doing tonight? Oh, I know it's coming back. Shit. No, I'm not sure if the mushroom was a lie. Yeah, the mushroom was a lie the whole time, wasn't it? Doing good? That's good. I'm doing pretty good. Esports. A little tired. But, you know, what else is new? That's mean. That's mean. Oh. Found something that works really well? Good. This room feels long. I think it's just that we have had... Well, we had a lot of spaghetti. And we had that soft log. I'm really happy that skull coaster isn't yanking me to the left. If it yanked me to the left, I would spaghetti my way into that goddamn spike every single time somehow. I don't know exactly how, but I know I would do it. Oh, he was gonna, I know, he was gonna push him down on me. That actually would have been pretty funny if I wasn't trying to use up the damage boost there. Good. Yeah, that second room wasn't too much longer. So we're back. Could have remembered that, and I could have remembered that there was a spring back there. He's coming back, isn't he? No, he's not. Okay. Oh. Dolphin, there's nothing as, see what happens if you try to go up there without the spring. Oh, if I don't grab the spring, it won't be set up? Hang on. I don't want to say, like, you've given up. I don't think you've given up at all. But I feel like... what's the right way to say it? Like, you're not overthinking it, or you're letting, like, the simplest things just do what they want to do? Oh, then it's just there. And it's so good. It's just there's a really, really, really good, stylistic language here that's just like, it's fine if the whole joke is jump on spring and go into spike. Like, you're not going anywhere with it. You're not like haha Kaiser block, but you're just letting things work. I'm not this bad at this. Just land on the other side of the friggin' mushroom. There we go. It's definitely going for a simple style for most of the level. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely working. Did I spoil something? No? That can't hurt me, right? Yes it can. Was I supposed to just go back? I didn't... Oh, there's a POW indicator. I'm supposed to bring the POW up there. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll try that. Oops, god damn it. Yeah. Spike Chop just walks away with it. Oh, I can just run over here. Oh. There we go. Sports. So, is it just this? Set some of these off and he can't steal from me? Oh no, I just fucked myself. I just fucked myself. Doo-doo. I'm gonna die. Damn it. I had like 3 cracks on the other side of my lip. Now I have a crack on the other lip. I don't like it. I want to knock it off. You know, I'm definitely creakier, but I exercise. I'm in decent shape. It's been tough after COVID, but I'm getting back to it. So I don't feel like a lot of the old man stuff coming on now that I'm 37? 38? I was born in 87. I think I'm 37? I'm either 37 or 38. My lips fucking cracking all the time. I'm definitely feeling that. That's pissing me off. Pay the price. I'm supposed to just get over there and take the pile from the other side. I'll stop messing with it. Need water. A little bit of drugs. Oh. Ring. Better at Mario Maker. There we go. Now, I'm not sure if he... Okay, he didn't deliver it because of the switch flip. He just delivered it. Does anything break if I flip the switch again, though? Not that I can see, anyway. Was the thought there that I would overcommit and run off? Huh. Yeah, I was suspicious enough that I wanted to go slow there. No way. No way this soft locks the player. No goddamn way this is a soft lock. I can't believe this is a soft lock. Hey, I found a soft lock. It only activates if you're jump. Yeah, I thought you could jump through it once it crossed over you. I did not think that this was a thing, that this could soft lock you. Welcome to Pause. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for being so welcoming to me. Pause. Well, I'll be back with that switch in a minute. Oh, next, Huzues. Let's see what you got here while we run down the soft lock over here. B4G, XOJ. Felt like it was gonna be a burp, but it didn't come. OTF. Huzues. Huzues. Get the flow, beat them all. 3 out of 5 stars. 15 out of 906 clears. 1.5%? Okay, I could see that being 3 stars. I always get a kick out of people being like, this is only a 3 out of 5 star difficulty level, and then it has a clear rate of like 0.05. It's just like, buddy. Okay, you want me to bounce on the one and kick the shell with the other? Okay. Hang on while I be terrible at this. There we go. Yeah, the Magikoopa immediately, when I know I'm on a timer, with a muncher on his head, is visually a little confusing. I get what you're going for, but I mean, Magikoopa is a significantly different blue that pops versus a muncher. But it still felt, my immediate thought was, okay, jump on him, and then then I saw the muncher and panicked. And I missed that one. Yeah. Maybe consider, well, no, you can't do spikes and bouncers. You could do bouncers and, a dotted line block to indicate a no jump line for, like, the player shouldn't touch the bouncer. They'd figure it out pretty quick if you did a bouncer with blocks just above it. As a way to indicate you're kicking a shell here, but you're not jumping here. I'm gonna keep missing that one, it looks like. Yeah, I don't hate the concept. I think the concept of doing like a like a kind of Kaizo, light Kaizo platforming type of thing, while also sniping enemies with shells, works pretty well. But I'm having a lot of trouble, even with the indicators that you have, understanding exactly what you want me to do. I'm definitely missing some of them. I can't imagine I'm supposed to hit him, so it must be that I'm... Is that arrow telling me to hit him and I'm supposed to go a lot faster than I'm going, or...? No, the arrow's telling me which one to jump on. Okay. Yeah, arrows are not my first thought for a land indicator. A clean land indicator, I would say, is a P-switch. Open P-switch block is a pretty typical thing. And it would jump out a little bit, too, for, like, land on these ones. Subfloor arrow, like an arrow beneath where my eyes are going to either look at the next jump or look at me, feel like it's not. It took me a minute to even see the arrows. I am blind. I am constantly blind. But I definitely feel like that's a good opportunity to stick with a more, come on. Oh, it's trapped. I hate it. Esports. Oh, there it is. It definitely feels like you'd be well served to go with a cleaner, more traditional indicator of just open piece block. He is stored in the jumps. Oops. Died on my terms. Oops. Yeah, we have a higher visual indicator too, so for where we're landing, you're indicating beneath the player, and for where we're kicking, you're indicating above the player. So yeah, I don't even think it's a case of me being like, I expect more standardization. I think it's just a case of visually it's kind of a mess to indicate under and above at the same time for disparate information of which you need all of it. Yeah, we're definitely struggling to hit some of the Magikoopas. Sometimes we'll get them, and sometimes it'll feel like we're in the right place and we're just not getting it. Chomp. Yeah, it seems like I either have to be placed pretty precisely. Your speed doesn't impact. I don't think your speed impacts the shell throw that much. So maybe it's just down to positioning. Yeah, I will say if the indicators were cleaner, I can feel I would make progress faster and I would be enjoying it a good deal more. Yeah, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it's hard to see the munchers behind the Magikoopas. Yeah, coins can kind of indicate the flow of the jump, but yeah, I don't think they indicate anywhere near as much as B-switch block would, or something. We're also gonna hit some of the coins with the shells too. Oops. Oh. It's definitely crossing some wires in my brain. Oh, I really hope the actual timer isn't too tight either. Maybe we should let's just nail down the platforming and then we'll come back to taking the stuff here. Ow. I was just trying to throw out the shells, but it looked like I was hitting most of the things. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I see your indicators. Yeah, you know, there's something there. Maybe, can you put big magic? No, you probably can't put big munchers on the Magikoopas. Can you put something else on top of the Magikoopa? Can you put, like, Monty Mole? No, we're using Monty Moles for platforming. Can you put, like, Bike or something? No, you don't want something that throws anything. Can you put a different colored enemy on top of the Magikoopa, and then the Muncher on top of that, so the Muncher sticks out, maybe? That might help a ton, too. Yeah, it's hard to see the goddamn, it's hard to see the Munchers. The timer isn't crazy tight, which is good. We definitely had a little bit of time to run over it. At first, it really seemed like, no, that blue pops a lot versus the Munchers, but when you're moving, it really doesn't. And I'm not playing on some, like, motion blur heavy TV. It's a pretty nice LG mini LED type thing. Like, I can see them. But, I'm losing track of it when I'm moving. Yeah, it's a good concept. It's a potentially fun concept with, kinda, patting your belly while you're rubbing your head type of thing. There we go. And I like the concept. Yeah, you need more color separation. Absolutely, Box. That's a great way to phrase that. But yeah, the actual execution for a good concept, I think, really fails. I think it's worth revisiting and sorting that out, because then you'd have something that legitimately is excellent, is absolutely excellent. But where it's at there, I think it needs work. I think it needs work a lot. Okay, back in the dock here for the troll level. Yeah, the concept is good. Yeah, I'm not colorblind. And I usually don't have trouble differentiating colors, but the blue and the dark blue against the black with bluish background really, really, really just runs together. Yeah, Magikoopa could just be a different color too, because we're not, hey, no, spring spawn. Whoa, bro. He's choose a different enemy next time. Go choose a different enemy this time. He did a mini jump, which activated the thing Urky. Oh, and when I activated Urky, almost hit the bow. That would have been... would have felt like justice for you. Yeah, the thought must be that the player will run off there. I feel like it's too suspicious for me to run off there. I already don't trust blasters and the stuff behind them. Okay, do this better. Ow. Oh, soft drop. You want me to soft drop there. If I had it right. I think it would be better to make the level in Super Mario World style. It might help. Yeah, oh yeah, Super Mario World's munchers are black and yellow. So that might end up sticking out a lot better against the bluish background, dark gray blue background in Super Mario World caves. I'm having trouble exactly placing the background color. Oh, he doesn't even come out of the blaster. He just teleports through the blaster to be a dick. There we go. Yeah, different theme. Yeah, same thought. You guys have the same thought. Oh no! Oh no, did you see that? That almost bounces back. Do. The blaster is foreshadowing it. Yeah, and soft locks you, and then the fireball comes. Okay. I'm sorry, did you just distract me in chat and hurt my feelings? You did, didn't you? You did. You distracted me, and then you took my POW away. Yeah, we don't need any up throws, and I don't think up throws would break anything. I think it would fit well in Super Mario World. Oh. Yeah, I will say, I think that might be the one like troll level thing that I haven't seen. It's not necessarily like not that custom tailored for that streamer thing or the fourth wall rule that you have like Geek or somebody specifically in mind. But the troll level that's designed to have a chat engagement component, and even just harassing the streamer while they're playing it, but some specific type of thing that you're doing in chat to make it extra annoying. I guess fourth wall rule is you have to read all my chat messages. I would ignore that. I would ignore that fourth wall rule. Okay, let's do it. Pointing at the streamer and saying clown thing. What? Is that a Mario Maker thing that I'm just not aware of? Or is that just a stream thing I'm not aware of? I'm not sure which thing I'm out of touch with. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I see it now, but I'm aware of it and don't want it to happen. That's mean. Most people put their stream cam with text saying clown. That's pretty funny. I actually moved mine to the lower right to over here to where I am in the bottom right because you so often need information in the lower left. I legitimately was getting pissed off when I would see other people's streams and be like, I need to know what's happening behind Mario at the start, like in single screen puzzle levels. And just be like, are you kidding me? Why is your camera there? Why is everyone's camera there? sports. It's ideal in a lot of games, but in Mario Maker, I would argue that it is the least ideal place for your camera. Bottom left is probably the worst. You need all cameras sometimes. Like this button, that I forget about constantly. That is what I should waste a channel point on, is I wanted to have like an automated action that just does it, but even before I have an automated action, I should just make a channel point reward that is like cheap and it's like, hey, make your camera invisible, we can't see you, fucking dickhead. Boop. I used to have a really smooth animation for it to like vanish all the cameras. They would all bounce. Oh, I'm an idiot. They would all bounce out like one after another, and it looked really cool. But the making it opaque just is way better. Way easier. Way less stuff I have to change if I change the colors or mess with anything. Even though I haven't in like more than a year. Fourth wall rule. Read chapters from Brandon Sanderson's book, the most boring book ever. Ugh. I did not know that there were pro level books, but I did not think I would read that. I did not think I want that. Can I have another POW, please? I'm ready. I'm ready to make real progress and learn. Yeah, I know. I know. I did say I was tired, but I am often tired. But I am extra tired. Heidi has her little niece thing here, and although I haven't really had to do anything, I still kind of have to do things. Her little niece got expelled, and then got expelled even more, so she's like doing some online school thing, and they expected them to just start it like 4 days before they get their equipment for it, and the whole thing was a mess. So I had to get like a laptop set up, and it's been some stuff. Okay, there we go. It is one of those things where it's really sad though, because it's very clear that like this option for kids is meant to be the like we give up on you option. They're set up to fail. Got him. Expelled as a kid. Mean. Okay, don't get burned. That's what the coin blocks are there for, because you wanted me to wait to see what was in them. I was gonna say, if there was something that happens on the first cycle after you go through those, I feel like a lot of people are gonna wait a cycle before they go through the flame. Oh, glad you didn't waste anything. Oh. Fuck you, bud. Oops. I held right again. I really... a lot compels me to want to hold right in Mario games. That kept getting me in that Yoshi's Island ROM hack I was playing too. I really wanted to hold right all the time. Apparently that just is what happens. You put Mario in a game, and oh my god, don't be like this. I was worried there were spikes up there, that's why I panicked. Ow. Bring the other one also? That's mean. That was really good, though. I really had a lot of fun with Flutter. And now I kind of want to see if, one of the things I didn't take a look at was Yoshi's Island, Kaizo stuff, because I figured that would be way too hard. Oops. Rule. That's not what the hint meant, but I just realized you could cheese that. Yeah, I assume you want... Oh, wait. I can't carry up vines. That is what the hint was telling me, though. How am I bringing a thing up there? Oops, I forgot. I forgot that it flips on its own. Oh, wait, no, I could. I think I can, yeah. Sports. Yeah, actually, I think I see how I can do it. Can it be a big POW? Can you figure out how to get big POWs in without direct level editing? That is one thing that disappoints me in the troll community in general. In that I was gonna say none of you, but none of us, I guess. None of anyone has put in the fucking work to figure out how to get the goddamn, carry stone itself, into uploaded levels. But I'm assuming even if there is a way to get the spring, get the carry stone into a level, it still probably flags it for not uploading. Bringing a spring to the next room is cheese. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can do it, but I still want to try it anyway. Or I throw the spring out. Oh no, I can still get that. Oh yeah, you definitely can do it. I do not know why the on-off flip, but it shouldn't matter because the player shouldn't have any reason to return over there. Okay, let's get rid of this. Dude. Yeah, we definitely can bring one. Wow, really? I'm taking the spring with me when I die. There is no good reason for the player to return back to the lower left side, but it did seem like it flipped when I returned down there. I have no idea why, though. Magic. I keep panicking. I keep panicking when all I need to do is stand further away on the snake block. Oh, we're close. We're making progress. And now this level feels like such an epic journey because we've had to stop and start so much. Just stand still like a fucking grown-up. I tried to hit bruh, but that was probably more appropriate. In the pipe. But yeah, that hint does very clearly tell me to bring a spring. I see no other way to go other than to hit that though. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I need that spring, don't I? Oh, I need that spring, don't I? Okay, fine. Okay, so we need to do that, and then we need to get... What? I didn't bring a spring this time, right? Is this a failsafe? This is a failsafe, so I run through there and grab it, and then I die with the spring, and then I'm sad. Right? That's what happened? Please confirm I'm not gaslighting myself. You avoided it for some reason. I hesitate. I didn't want to die that fast. I wanted to think about it on the way down. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, were we able to leave the whole time? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Why'd you teleport me? Why did you teleport me? I was just gonna go back in the pipe. You deaf. I'm gonna climb these letters. In vain hope of avoiding it. I'm assuming that there's benevolence here because it wouldn't just be mean to me. Well, I'm not gonna pretend I can do that Trump jump. Uh-oh. Okay. Is there a lineup? No, there's no lineup. If that hole wasn't... If there was a hole in the no, maybe. Do it be epic. No. No, I picked no. Okay. I'm not learning a lesson. I've learned nothing. Key? So did I need the key at all? Was the key a part of anything? Or was it just go down the hole? Yeah, I never needed the key. What prevented me from getting that in the first place? What prevent... Oh, good. Well, you're up next, so no worries there. However, I want to go and look again. Yeah, GG. There's a lot to like there. Kept it real simple. A lot of really fun stuff. What prevented me from just leaving from there? I don't think... Yeah, oh, yeah, it's right there. Can I just leave? That guy. Sports. So if I came into that room with a coin or a key, would I always be able to leave? Do one section and then leave? Okay, so all I had to do was one single section, and then at any point you could leave from there. And no one will ever see it. Well, I don't need to do it to know it's there. I'm assuming that's what's there, right? Guess we can go look. This one's fast. At any point after you complete a section. And yet no one will ever learn. Because even the madmen who collect the safety coin first because they want to see what happens. Won't do it again. Oh no. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look at safety coins over and over. I get it. I get it. I understand. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to interpret that as Dick Butt Wendy forever. That's not Bowser clapping those spiky cheeks. That's Dick Butt Wendy. And she has a surprise for... She has a surprise for Daddy. You did this, Dolphin. You did this. Oh. Well, you and Game of Thrones. Oh. Right. That playtest went well for a V1 in retrospect. Yeah, I mean, we only got self-locked twice. No need to download. It's only 2 rooms. Gotcha. J6S. I often wonder, too, instead of the download, if you just pulled it while they were playing it. Well, no, there's some concerns if you pull it while they're playing it. But I guess if you pulled it down relatively quick, you're probably pretty unlikely to ever get moderated before it's gone. Troll. Just take a peek. But it's also one of those things where it's so easy that it's probably better safe than sorry. Like, it doesn't make me mad when people tell me to download stuff. They probably don't want people to look at it. What? IBS Luigi. do I do the turbo? It's the profile, and then... Oh, nope, that's still record. Do I not have turbo configured? I do not have turbo configured. Oh, well. Wait, am I just actually soft locked, though? I didn't try rolling. I can't roll either. I can't roll. I'm just soft locked. Okay. There's one. Can I go through here? Oh, I can. Oh, that doesn't look like you fit at all. 3D World's weird. Can you go through this kind of offset in the other ones, and does it also put you in the same autoduck state? That's the simplest softy I found in 3D World. You are absolutely locked in, it seems like. Man, those autoduck gaps are so weird. There was like, that was super meta for a while. We kept seeing those, some really weird autoduck setups that had some really weird interactions from that, and then they vanished from the face of the earth. Oh my god, it makes you autoduck on the pad. Oh my god. Can you fast crawl normally? You can't. You can make somebody fast crawl by building this forced crawl setup. I just want to see the fast. I mean, I guess we just got soft lock. Crawling forever. It's even funnier when you're moving. Yeah, I feel like that would be a pretty funny animated death, is if you kept having the player auto duck while they were running like that. Look at that fart sound. Yeah, auto duck and fart over and over. Am I supposed to hold Y? This looks brainy. Take that back. That's just goofy. So I need him to set off the pound to get that out of there. Trust me, I've tried. Do to add the fart sound. Oh, if you have the fart sound on duck, I bet that it would go off automatically each time you force duck the player. So then if you built a setup that forced duck the player, oh no. Fox, what if you do the same setup and there's a spring on each side? Can you put the player in a silly soft lock that forces them to duck back and forth over and over again with the fart sound effect on it, with the spring on each side of this thing? That might actually work really well and be so stupid. Oh. Okay, no, it's not hold Y. And it's not magic. How does he kill his shell when he gets back in it? Oh, what's up there? Hang on. Nothing. I saw the breakable blocks up there, so I wanted to see what they did, but they did nothing. Yeah, this one's fun. This one's really fun, and there's a lot of fun you can have with that. Him losing the shell is pretty goofy. And it makes me really suspicious of the shell. Esports. We did it! We won! We're so good at Mario Maker. GG. Gone! Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, 3D World stuff is always really fun. And the really nice thing about 3D World is that, like, because it feels like it's rarer, and because everything's a little different, is it has so much, like, intrinsic goofy quality that I feel like criminally underused. But at the same time, if people use 3D World for trolls more often, maybe it wouldn't feel that way. But the fact that it has its own engine, I do feel like makes it feel really special. But yeah, we got to you before you passed out. I guess Team Music World, unless somebody else has something they want me to look at. No, balloon. I'm pretty good at forgetting we're all at it. Plane, yeah. Oh, actually, we have like an hour left. I can go find another troll level, too. It was a confirmation I should just make the level. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, especially if you start having some ideas in 3D World. Yeah, let her rip. I should go take a look at the Miss Paint Steam beta. There's probably some new stuff, and even if there isn't, I bet it's like good for them if someone touches it. Okay, where's the library? I should look at the cooldown library too. Oh, Grim's got something in there. I don't think we looked at that yet. Box 3D World hype. Why did the X do that? What did the X do? The X looks normal to me. Well, we'll do one of these, and then I'll go pull up that Grim level, and we'll go from there. It's an exponent for me? Weird. I have Twitch doing a custom font for me to improve readability. So maybe that avoids it. Oh, hey, that one did it. That one did a super text for the one. Dolph one and laugh. Dude, 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 dude. Dude, 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 dude. Oh, okay. I missed. Yeah, that's weird. The X was not an exponent for me, but the one in Dolph 1 and laugh is in the quote. Or just inbox chat message. The X in the quote isn't either. Oh, parachute indicator. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for seizure letters. Oh. Those weird ones that you found, those do not have those do not use whatever font I'm using. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to make it up there. You sure those are seizure letters? The first one, hot F ist, the weird one. Right after Dolphin said whoa. Looks like if you're trying to write and you started having a stroke and it came out wrong. There you go. I can't believe Twitch lets you paste in the Zalgo stuff without getting mad. It's just IRC pretty much. But you'd still think they'd check for that. But it also seems like it's ignoring a lot of it, because I bet that looked a lot worse when you copied it. Wait, what happens if you put a level code in into the Zalgo text generator thing, and then copy it, and then try to add the level code in? Does the bot get really mad? Does the bot crash? Oh, we'll have to try that when I finally get Fluid Q set up. I mean, we'd have to try that now. Anyone can do that. Let me in. There we go. Drugs. Oh no, it doesn't like it. But it doesn't crash it either. It just refuses. Yeah, I know they're all character modifiers that stack somehow. I remember reading about it at some point, but I don't remember exactly the whole thing. But if they're modifiers to a character that's stacked, you'd think it would be possible for it to just ignore it. But it would probably take actual work to make it just ignore. Why would I land on him there? Checkpoint? The basement still sounds really fucking sinister. Oops. Yeah, basement sounds sinister. I know we switched to different instrumentation, but it feels like it's down tempo a little bit. Oh, that was too early. Yeah, that was too early. Yeah, it's cool. All of Team Music World has been really cool. My only criticism has been jagged difficulty, and Barnstorm kept encouraging me to just do the levels individually, and respectfully, fuck you. Sports. Keep doing that. I think that a lot of the jagged difficulty could have been tempered, because the only problem with the jagged difficulty is losing checkpoints in a really challenging stage. And a lot of that could have been tempered by giving the player one-ups at every checkpoint. That should have basically always been possible. And because even if you're out of entities and you can't give the player another one-up, you should be able to give the player 250 coins, right? That should always be available. Shit, was I ahead of the curve? No, I'm fine. Whew. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's very, very cute. I like that that's the room, because that is the room that always feels like the title screen. But yeah, 50 coins are their own thing, right? I think. Nice. I mean, I'll take those. You ready for bed? Good luck. I'm pretty ready for bed. Medley, I don't know if you're there, but I did get that hack, that troll hack that you mentioned, crammed in. I don't know if it's something I should stream, but I crammed it into my RetroArch stuff to take a look at. I might take a look at that before I pass out tonight. I usually play something before bed. And Brothership does not play good on my ally. Yeah, that one was fun. That one was good. That one's tough, but paced really well. Yeah, maybe we'll just keep doing Team Music World for now. I'm a little tired. But whatever that Grim thing is from just a couple of days ago. Check plus. Ronin SMM2. Halloween Troll. Needs judging, but it has fire reacts. And eyeballs. Oh. Piranha Lullaby, Mario 64. Wonder if I swap... What if I swap Bowser and Wendy's positions? That would... Are you trying to make it gender correct? That feels off-brand. 9MMC is happening? Cool. They only give people 3 months to build. Uh-oh. Who's running it? I feel like you should get people, like, immediately. And then get alternates. Outside of your interpretation, I'm reversing it. So then it would be Bowser's dick butt pounding Wendy? Well, I guess turtle penises come out of their tails anyway, so it could kind of be behind them. And it's kind of like a horrifying nightmare anyway. Outside of your interpretation. I can't, I don't know if I can stop seeing it. It's like that thing where you're supposed to be like, can you see the lady or the old woman or whatever? And then after I see one, that's the only thing I can see. I can't not see the dick. So Wendy is doing it to Bowser. Good. Yeah, I like that. That's what I saw. So if you flip it around, I'll probably still see that. I think it's hashtag awesome. Did you get back on Twitter? Or did you get on Threads? The deadline to submit levels is tomorrow. Mr. Games All Day is running it. I've seen him. I think he's cool. That's cool. I'll have to actually take a look at that. I feel like I missed out the other times when I wasn't looking at it when they were happening. Because when I started looking at the 8MMC, it actually felt like, oh, these are really cool. And with how slow things have been, too, I can just, you know... People can wait. Hashtags before words are just funny. Oh, oh. Oh, are you going to reconnect or are you being weird? Oh, you're being weird. There we go. I was always a little annoyed that metadata being exposed to people was a thing. Like, when Twitter first got started, I was so annoyed. Oh yeah, I wonder if I have an old Twitter account with my really old handle that's sitting somewhere. If I changed the name. I was really annoyed with exposing metadata to people and being like, people, fill in the metadata for some reason. Like, just figure it out yourself, man. If I talk about Mario, that's the tag. Do it yourself, fucking Twitter. And then it annoyed me even further when people started to think that was a punchline. When that literally started to be jokes. Like, oh my god. Hashtag lol. This was like, no. No, 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 no. 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 Going too slow. My take on something like that is you should be able to give people 6 months to build and test. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I feel like there's probably something to be said about giving too much time and people losing track of it and waiting until the very end to do stuff because they forgot entirely. But I still feel like that would be a good way to do it. Is like, let's get everybody together and just start working on it and get it ready and get it done, and then we can come back and polish if we want to. But I would absolutely wait till the absolute deadline. I would be like, oh shit, I have to turn it in tomorrow? Well, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight. Those submissions in November. I kind of figured after the last one was probably over, so I'm glad somebody's doing it. Hopefully, I would assume the whole thing is collaborative, that you guys are all testing and giving each other feedback. Where they are all testing and giving each other feedback and some judges are helping. But hopefully the organizers are open to feedback as well to give people more time. Because there are always going to be people who want to wait till the last second and shit the bed or do a good job with it, whatever they do. But yeah, I feel like more time is always better than less. Ah, the song is sleepy. You were kicked from the judge panel last year because of your wedding. You weren't available. Kicked you? They didn't ask you to step down? They were just like, no, you're fucking banned. But no request to rejoin with more availability. Oh, they didn't ask you back? That seems weird. I feel like you're relatively prolific in the Mario Maker community, especially with how few are still going. Oops. At least we're at the beginning. Are they grumpy? I don't know. I feel like I know some of the people who make levels in there, but I feel like I'm not engaged with that side of things. Like a lot of the, I don't know what you call that. I guess the Mario Maker 2 stream community. Just hoping the event goes well. Me too. It'll be fun to take a look at. I assume there are some very talented makers who that's the only time they boot Mario Maker back up, and it keeps sometimes instructive. What's the thing? Structure. A structure like that can really help people come back to things. I wish I could find a way to structure myself into creating things in Mario Maker, but every time I do it, I want to do it in Super Mario World. Oh. Like, I love Mario Maker, but it's so rare that I find some interaction that feels legitimately novel. It feels like, oh, I can do something really fun with this, and it won't feel derivative. Versus, oh, I did it again. Oh, I did it again. Super Mario World, where I feel like every time I start playing around in the editor, I bumble into some insane thing that I'm like, oh, this can be a whole level right here. I could absolutely put wings on a fucking disco shell and make it fly into on-off switches while you do some crazy platforming. I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm doing something much easier, but I look forward to doing something hard with it later. I'm not gonna try to do Kaizo stuff out the gate. That feels like a bad idea. Oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Yeah, it definitely feels like, because I've heard more than once that there was some controversy with Team Fantastic that involved Glenn leaving, but nobody talked about it. Or he didn't talk about it, and then nobody else knew. And it just seems like there's lots of old wounds and weird drama in the Mario Maker community, and I want to say it's on the periphery, but I'm on the periphery. I'm on the outside, looking in and occasionally seeing glimpses of stuff and being like, what is that? You guys are weird. But it also, everything looks weirder when you're on the outside. When you're in the middle of it, all of a sudden it makes sense. That's something that's hard to remember, too. Got that rattling around in my head a lot lately. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I did it again. Switching to my tablet. Good luck. Good luck with your tablet. I'd like to switch my brain cells back on. Oop. Yeah, I keep thinking about that. Like, I feel like it's really important to not submerge yourself entirely in an echo chamber, not to get so deep in any communities that you forget to touch grass, and that you forget that, like, well, you know, we really care about this, but it's also, this isn't everything. Oof, that can be hard, is to draw those lines like that. But I've also been feeling a whole lot after the political shift and the discussion around it that the conservatives that I did spend a lot of time talking to, the vast majority of them they're never learning anything from anything I talk about, and they're outright discarding, like, established medical fact. Or, I don't even know. At first I thought it was to be memey, but now I honestly think they just kind of forget how things work and don't dig into it. They just take, like, oh, that's an interesting take. That's my opinion now. Thank you for that. Thank you for putting that inside of me. Fluoride probably is bad. K Jr. probably knows best. He seems smart. And I mean, I feel like, oops. I feel like for a lot of people, the easy thing there is, well, I engage with people of different beliefs, you know, at work, and that keeps it from getting too violent, aggressive, debatey. I don't like talking to people at work. I want to get chummy with them, because as soon as you get chummy with people and you work in IT, they're like, oh yeah, haha, that's cool. Hey, can you check this for me? Like, dude, can you just call me and tell me? Can we do this the normal way? Dick stuff to you. They stick to you. Oops. Oops. Oh, there's too much lime juice in my water. Oh, man. Speaking of tablets, I got an M4 iPad, and I don't know what to do with it. Screen looks nice. It'll be really nice for watching stuff on as a side display, and I need it for work for troubleshooting otherwise. There's at least the one thing. Orion browser lets you install uBlock Origin. It works pretty good, so that's something. But that mostly works. But I picked up Snapdragon Surface Pro. One of the Surface Pro 11s. Super chilly in your bedroom. Time to take out the elevator heater. Elevator heater? I have one of these small little oil-filled radiators that they sell for like 50 bucks at Walmart. Probably more now. Electric heater, yeah. Yeah, those things have like a 500, 1000, 1500 watt setting, and man, they are just fucking great for heating just one room, just a little bit, without turning the heat up in your whole house or whole apartment. That always feels super wasteful, especially when you're asleep for 8 friggin' hours. But yeah, I don't know if you've checked out any of the Snapdragon Surfaces or Snapdragon laptops yet, but pretty goddamn impressive beyond what I was thinking was possible at all. Our random ERP system from this pretty small company. It's not big at all. It's a very small system. It's small enough that I wouldn't want to say its name because you could figure out who we are just based on how small the client list is. But our random little ERP system that relies on .NET and a bunch of custom code installed and runs great in the emulator. Maybe a little slow, but it feels fine to me. Tons of stuff I wasn't expecting to works. Like regular stuff. No, you have not crossed the line. You are not anywhere near crossing the line. Go further, Dolphin. Oh. It might feel too explicit for you because sometimes you seem annoyed by over-sexualization, but I also think it's really funny regardless of how explicitly wrong my interpretation was. Yeah, maybe it's a little out of character for you, but I also think dicks are funny. Like, dicks are always funny, right? But you do what you gotta do. If you decide to give up on it, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna get banned. Bowser peeing on Bowser Jr., you're fine. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've seen so much. Yeah. The Snapdragon Surface is surprisingly excellent. Battery life's good. Things seem to work really well so far. It's a loaner. The CDW, I think they're pretty much national, but they're pretty big around here. They loan them out for free. Guess we're looping. For 30 days, so you can try it out. And I was expecting to kind of hate it, but that maybe it would make an okay iPad alternative that we could remotely connect into. But no, it's great. It's really great. Once we start seeing more, like, it's definitely the future. Oh, this is cool. I never saw this second half. This wasn't here before. ARM is definitely the future, but I didn't feel like the future was now. I figured it would run Word and everything, and browsing the internet good, but I wouldn't be able to actually install apps on and emulate them effectively, but, like, everything is working. Tons of stuff's working great. It wouldn't be good for, like, gaming, but some games run great on it. For emulating, it's great. And I'm not even using a native ARM64 emulator. I'm sure there's some out there, but I literally just ran x86 RetroArch and boom, ready to go. I'm flying. Fast forwarding and rewinding without issue. Approved. Swap the two and now it's Wendy with the strap on. I feel like it was always Wendy with the strap on. She was just like, there's got to be a position. There's got to be a position where you, like, turn backwards and, like, pile drive, but, like, with your ass facing down and towards. I was gonna say your partner, but let's be real here, your victim. It's got to be something. That's what I was imagining. The turtle version of that. Yeah, the price is too high. Especially like I think it's like 1,500 or 1,200 or something for the non 5G one, and like I'm already gonna have to like pay to put a plan on this. I mean, I'm not, but you would, people would, who are buying it for themselves. What are you doing, guy? Cut me some slack. But that said, they're probably, if you look at it from the perspective of like, well, it's like an iPad, except you can put full Windows software on it without some complicated goddamn RDP setup in another machine somewhere. Esports. From that perspective, they're cheaper than an iPad and can definitely do more. Well, a bit more from the perspective of productivity software. If you have really specific needs for an iPad, then... Oops. Fucking game overs, man. There's a lot of lime in there. I look forward to... I was going to say HP. I look forward to Dell and Lenovo's ARM64 offerings. Those are going to be really exciting, especially when we start getting netbooks. I feel like you could get 2-generation-old Snapdragons for cheap, probably. When people start putting those in netbooks for like $200, man, I'm going to buy one of those like shitty little things so fast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up here. Give me a sec. Not shit the bed? Oh, not shit the bed. I really love these things. Let me find them. Yeah, there we go. Browser. I really like the SPG gaming handhelds a lot. I have a Miu Mini over here. And I have, my favorite one is a Anbernic RG35XXH. That's my one I keep in my pocket all the time when I go out. Really, really great. Little tiny guys like this, smaller than your phone. They're very, very small little guys that play emulators. They have RetroArch on them generally, and it works just like RetroArch. You set it up the same way. You can even use the same visuals and everything. They're like $30 to $50, sometimes less, and can run everything up through. What are you guys doing? Run everything on up through PlayStation 1 generally really well. And I really like them. It's really nice to have a little handheld emulator that I can just like pause the game and turn it off and boot it back up and continue playing Donkey Kong Country while I'm waiting in line at the grocery store for 30 minutes. Because who the fuck wants to be bored waiting in line, or be bored waiting in line and reading the news all the time? Do that on the toilet. There we go. In trouble, or am I doing it right? Oh, I'm in trouble. The reason why I want to show that is once we start having little ARM devices like that, like little basically tiny phones with the controllers built in. I know there's Android single board computers out there, but really cheap ones, really cheap ones that basically run full Android, so you have something kind of in between like a Steam Deck and a little handheld like that that's super cheap and extremely portable. It's gonna be so fucking great. I know I can use my phone, and I have a giant phone, and I know I can use it for a fucking... Uh-oh. I was supposed to bump him, huh? Yeah, I was supposed to get the hat and bump him. Okay, lesson learned. Button crackers have left to go be weird. Yeah, I really look forward to what we start seeing with those. That's also why I really hope that the Qualcomm and ARM death battle that they're opening up, sports, is not doesn't tear a rift in between those two companies. Nvidia needs competition. The last thing we need is AMD shitting the bed, Intel shitting the bed. AMD's doing okay, but they just did layoffs. They just posted layoffs, so they're not doing amazing. Missing that, and I'm not supposed to be missing it. Yeah, that's not what we're doing there. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I really fear the world where NVIDIA is the one owner of all microarchitecture. I can't see how the hell we would be getting that thing. There's no way that's what I'm doing. What would the note block be for? Whatever is intended for me here, I'm struggling. See it. And I to be clear, I like NVIDIA's graphics cards. I have come around. They do some cool stuff with them. I've had NVIDIA cards for a while now. What the hell am I missing there? I used to really like AMD, but AMD kind of failed on the budget prospect for a while. I really liked that AMD was half the price for like 10 to 15% less performance for a long time. Now that it's half the price for half the performance and worse in coding, it's not good. I need to let it go where it says let it go. That's why I'm failing every time. Yeah, I need to actually listen to what it says. Yeah, the ARM devices are nice. I also think that if Apple would pull the 40-foot wide stick out of their gigantic asshole in Cupertino asshole land, and they let us install Android apps, or they gave us a fucking Windows emulator built in, or even just let us choose to put Mac OS on the fucking iPads for like a fee, they would completely change the value factor for an iPad. And I know they don't need to. But I know I'm not alone in this, even though I'm heavily biased. But if fucking Apple was like, you can put Android apps on here, you have root on your iPad, you own it, but you can do whatever you want to. You are allowed to sideload things on things you own because consumer rights. You can put Windows on ARM on iPad for $100. Like, I would immediately be like, fuck yeah, iPads. I would still be like, I hate Apple's design language, engineering choices. I hate a lot of the choices they make, but I will take this tiny little OLED thing to do cool stuff with. It gives me both. I really need to stop fucking that up. No, they won't. But I would kill for it. They could bring over a lot of Linux people, too, if they wanted to have just a more open design in general. There we go. And embrace that stuff. I feel like... What the fuck? What the fuck? Policies we've been working on, we going in the hole in 2 months. Oh yeah, I mean, Apple's been they have been trying a little. They started putting in pull tabs on their adhesive for changing out batteries, and they started putting in thermal, like electrical release things in some of their batteries. They're not making it really easy to repair their devices, but they're making some effort to at least make it a little easier to work on. And easier esports for recycling people to pull batteries out and technicians to pull batteries out. Like, it's getting a little better, but it's only because it would be complicated for them to comply differently in the EU than in the US. I'm sure that's a lot of it. The only reason we have USB-C now, thank God. But what's really frustrating, you can sideload apps in the EU. And of course, I have a new iPad with a fucking M4 in it. Obviously, I want to sideload shit. Holy shit, dude. I would have to fucking move to Europe. It has to be there for, I think, 2 weeks before they will let you, before you can, like, enable sideloading. There was a bunch of stupid caveats to being able to sideload in Europe, even. And you can't just change your location. You can't change your location and use a VPN. A VPN does not work, and they check. And they tell you you're on a VPN. I actually think somebody could get a pretty good hustle going out of it if they moved to the EU, and just told people like, hi, I'm a trustworthy whatever computery person. I have this blah blah. I work for this company. If you mail me your iPad and I don't know, $200, I'll put it on a shelf, leave it connected, and then I'll get it set up to sideload apps for you, and then sideload whatever you want, and then send it back to you. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Too dumb for this level. Yeah, things are gonna get weird in 2 months. Cannot imagine the damage that will be done to humanity forever by giving the richest man on the planet governmental influence. And the number of people who are like, dude, it'll be fine. Elon has our best interests at heart is mind-blowing. What in the fuck do you want me to do there? Yeah, where's Barnstorm? Come to me. Barnstorm, I summon thee. I have yelling for this person. Ow. I saw some headlines today about ExxonMobil saying that it was probably a bad idea to pull out of the Paris Climate Accord again. And I'm sure they're motivated by some desire to avoid I don't know, the rules shifting every 4 years, because obviously they're going to do whatever's most profitable, so if it's legal for 4 years to kill babies, they're going to kill babies and then stop doing it in 4 years again. For me, I would go with, can we not kill babies? Could we do no killing babies, even if it's technically legal? Could we stop gutting babies to lubricate our engines, even if it's legal for 4 years? That would be my perspective, but who knows? But I do think it's kind of hilarious that we're finally at a point where different oil companies are like, if we keep going, we might not still have a planet to enjoy how rich we are. Like, we've got to be getting really close to that point where they'll be like, you guys, we're not going to have enough coastlines left to sell, like, oil for boats and stuff, you know? Like, it's going to cost a lot, and there aren't going to be that many people left. Like, our projections are showing total, like, nobody left. I guess they could start working on ultra gas engines as, like, a backup, like, crazy fast engines designed for roads with very little traffic on them when it's only rich people left in a couple of, you know, central unsunken continents, central areas. So they can still keep fighting over the little bit of paper money that's left and eating poor people, right? Better start figuring out what diet makes you taste bad now, so I can start on it. When they do start eating poor people, they'll be like, I don't like this guy. He tastes mean. He tastes like he was an asshole. Hold it. You're telling me to jump up to him. You want me to jump through him? Jump through him still wouldn't get him to spin. Nothing's gonna get me a big enough spin. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do there, bud. We are burning through lives. Yeah, also, with so many people embracing corruption as just, well, it's a way of life now. That's what we're doing. Ooh, that last note. Embracing corruption as a way of life. And like, oh, there's always going to be corruption. Oh, well, gerrymandering's fine if we win. That's mean. Gerrymandering's fine if we win. You know, it's for the greater good. you know, I don't think we need to do CEO max pay type of things or relative max pay, because, you know, we need to pay them that much. Like, they need that. Then at what point is it not stealing? At what point is it not terrorism? At what point is it not self-dealing to, you know, okay, sure, yeah. You rip my arms off, I'm gonna start ripping off arms too. Because a lot of people are going to give up on that. I assume that's what happens to most lawmakers. I assume that's why Nancy Pelosi doesn't feel bad for robbing the American public blind by not paying taxes and doing all kinds of crazy insider trading shit. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You always keep the bad shit that gets you there. Yeah, and it's old as time, and it always happens. And we don't really have examples of like people who are just never took advantage of it. Like, is there anybody who actually pays more tax that they're like, no, you know what? I actually pay what I think the tax rate should be, so I send extra money to the government. Or I donate all that extra money that would have been taxed to, I don't know, somebody who does stuff that doesn't have enough money from tax money or something. Not philanthropy as a tax shelter and for free PR, or because you have so much money that you literally can't spend all of it, so you might as well do philanthropy so you feel good about yourself. Wait, can't I go in there? I think I can go in that pipe. I think I can jump up there, can't I? Oh, fuck off. This is why you need to put lives on your checkpoints. We've had so many sad game overs on this sad night. Wednesdays are the slow nights, though. Maybe we'll start doing like, I'll curate a level to do, and then we'll do, hack or something. Start working through something really fun. Start, you know, gaslighting some of the regular Mario Maker people into playing ROM hacks. Oh, God, we're back here. Yeah, it's just sad. It's just really sad. Not even anti-capitalism in that I feel like you should be able to have a good idea and go out and sell that idea. Go out and turn that idea into fucking money. And maybe even get rich on that idea. But I don't think that you should ever get so rich and so big that the government is like, well, we can't let Intel go down because they're too important, so we have to. You shouldn't be able to get to the point where people will say, well, we have to bail out the airlines. We need airplanes. We can't not have airplanes. So, of course, they should get free money and whatever they want. We need to make sure the bigger they are, the harder they fall is true. If Boeing fucks up bad enough, we should cut the CEO into little pieces on live TV. There has to be some point where, like, no, you fucked up too much, and you have to pay a price. You have to pay the ultimate price. So we're making you watch as we exterminate your bloodline in every direction, and then we're cutting you into little pieces until there's nothing left inside of you. That's a warning to everyone else. We're sorry, but, you know, you cost the taxpayers all the money. Oops, missed it. I finally know what to do, and I'm still gonna fail. Yeah, only middle class and, you know, the poor will pay for it too. That's the thing, is that it's really about trickle up. We focus a lot on the middle class and the economy, as if it's some religious totem. But the absurd increase in food prices and daily living expenses, they're hitting, you know, middle-class people like me, probably you, probably most people, but lower middle-class people really, really hard. They're hitting everybody who isn't rich or upper class. But the lower down the pole you are, the bigger those expenses are. And And that is, I can't even imagine what that's like at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. Just pay it, yeah, yeah, and it's, I mean, it's the oldest goddamn be a communist thing ever, but, you know, huge disparity in wages are what makes people desperately want communism, and what makes, people just so angry generally. It's like, you know, if you have 6 brain cells you can clack together like one of those little office ball knockers, you can figure out roughly that your boss is making hundreds of times more than you. And you can even start tearing that down depending on how big or small the company is and be like, well, wait, you know, if we're charging $10,000 for this and I only get paid $12 an hour and or whatever, we're making $80,000 in hamburgers over a lunch rush, when our expenses should be about a third for food, and then labor's probably about a third, so that other stuff's going a little bit to the franchisee and a lot to the end of the owner. Like, holy shit, that's a shitload of money. Yeah, utilities are expensive, taxes, payroll, there's lots and lots of shit in there. And that's where it'll fall apart. That's where it always fell apart when I was younger, with people being like, well, that doesn't account for everything. There's so much more that you can't account for. There is, but it's not like it's that hard to actually look up, like, here's where all that breaks down. Here's how much somebody in this position pays themselves. Or, a really good one is look up how much your boss or business owner's house costed when they paid for it and how much it's worth now. That's one thing that really sets people apart too, is, you know, people who have their mortgage totally paid off 10 years ago, 20 years ago, in a house they paid $500,000 for that would easily sell for $5 million now. It's real money. That's not, oh yeah, it's hard for everybody. That's, you know, I have almost no expenses, so even if I made what you made, I would make tons more. I can't give you more money. I guess we're just gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And yeah, even beyond the upper class folks who are like small business owners and that kind of stuff, and you start getting into the stratosphere of like a buddy of mine who worked for a local-ish company. They were like a multi-conglomerate that owned a whole bunch of very large people in a industry close to mine. Fucking ice physics. But one of the C-levels that he worked with over there just owned Atari. Like, literally, he owns the brand. And he doesn't do any decision making or anything, but he owns all of it. Incredible. Like, he just really likes video games, so he bought it. So he could say he has it. I was asking about it too, like, does he have any like, does he participate in it all? No, he licenses it out, but no, he owns it. So not even like, oh yeah, I can get you free Atari stuff. It's like, no, that's just something I own and brag about, but get no benefit from. Mega yachts, crazy giant mega yachts. Extra homes. Know somebody who they bought the house next to their house so that they could put their insufferable little child in it. And it's just one of those things where it's like, man, the amount of unaccounted for and familial income that you must have has got to be like beyond even my comprehension. Like, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a family member be like, oh yeah, you know, I know your life is hard, so oh, there's the turbo button. Turbo thing back off. That's how I did it. So, you know, you can have this house. It's paid for. All paid for. You can live in it. All you have to pay is utilities. I can't even imagine what I would do if I really didn't have to worry that much about working. If I just kind of had what I needed and could, I don't know, make keyboards, make custom controllers, Actually get into a hustle that I like. Get way into it. Oh my god, we were so close to the end so many times. Delspin, thanks for dropping something in there. I guess, what is it, 10:44? I guess we'll do that now. Get to be the last one under the guillotine. How you doing tonight? That one's good. I really think these levels would benefit from, sticking, goddamn lives at every single checkpoint. But what are you gonna do other than cry over and over? Doing good. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Oh, bitching about being poor. As one does. I can feed myself, though. At least I do not have to go digging around in dumpsters. The S9. Two GF. Two gluten-free. Viv, Beeg, test, time to shine. Okay, let's take a peek here. Not meat caves. Oh wait, is that the name of the level that you're telling me to look for? Viv, Beeg, test, B4. Let's take a peek. Do it better. Wow, 0.51% clear rate. Want, want. We'll see what we can do here. Sports. Oh, we doing a troll level? We are doing a troll level. That clear rate made me think we were doing something else. You got anything for me? You do not. Figure that check. Well, here's hoping it's not super long. Oops, okay. So, get it and come back? Either get it and come back, or, don't get it and wait. No, it's definitely get it and come back. And don't accidentally press up on the vine. Oh, okay, I guess that's fine. Grab it here and maybe we're okay? Yeah, it's a little finicky to actually get it. Why you push up to jump? Oh, you used to play a lot of Smash Bros? Does that excuse work? That's mean. That's mean. We do the same. Yeah, I don't even play with tap jump anymore. I'm just stuck. Part of who I am now is well, it's also too easy to hit up accidentally on the 8-bit dose. There's a fix for it. You can fix it with some Captain tape. I just haven't done it yet on this controller. Which I really need to do. Yet another one of those things. It's like, oh, I should do that today, and I don't. Where's my Captain tape? I should put it right next to me so I remember to do it. I don't see it. Okay, that was probably part of what we're doing here. That's probably part of it too. Definitely not part of where we're going. Oh, I see. Now we can get the key over there. I didn't see that it was, that it got a little shave up. Off the top there. Oh, can we just stand right at the start? Did I even move? Do we just stand still and we get it? Wow. Boy, that just keeps coming back around, huh? You can just stand. Okay, well, it's not too long a wait. Ow. Mean. Yeah, we can just stand here and then we get it. Well, that works. Only a couple seconds. It will get annoying the more times we have to wait, but if it doesn't take us too long to get to the first checkpoint, then we don't have anything to worry about. Today, clouds. Oh. Oops. Mean, of course. Yeah, vines make you think you can just go straight up, but that was Mario Maker 1. Yeah, Mario Maker 1, vines locked a door, basically. They made a door one way. Which was pretty funny, and it works different here. I wonder how many people have gotten trolled by things working differently after they came over to Mario Maker 2. I'm expecting them not to. Yeah, Mario Maker 1 did have some pretty significant differences in how a bunch of things worked. The vines were one. Spike hitboxes. That's mean. That just feels like if you go in the pipe, you die? That doesn't even feel like I made the wrong choice. I just wandered in the wrong hole, and now I'm sad. Yeah, spike hitboxes and muncher hitboxes changed a lot. Probably are mostly less insane. They're still pretty bad. But the spike hitbox used to be bigger. Somehow. And how, from that perspective, that just, yeah, it just looked like it didn't even feel like pick a path. It just felt like this is the next step, and it was wrong. I'm probably supposed to beat the stump or something. Oops. But it still felt bad. Oh, am I tired? I'm guessing I'm supposed to drop down on the right side of the stump there, but it also didn't look like that was a viable option, so it didn't feel like I had a good choice available to me. You had to beat the stump as a punishment for being too slow? Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's the only option. It feels like it's an option that becomes available. I can see that we can drop down there now, at least a little bit. But yeah, especially setting up a pipe for entry with the stump, feels like, feels like I was supposed to wait there for that. Oh. Man. Oh, hello, Muncher. This will go under. Oh. You can't see that coming, so it's easy to not think about. Just barely touched me there after I moved by accident. Progress yet. Oh. I keep looking for the stump and all I see is the bottom of the donut and I don't connect like, oh yeah, it's floating on the bottom of the donut. Feels a little bad. It feels like there aren't a lot of good options there, because it looks like I'm supposed to have something that takes me across. But I'm not given like a 50-50-90, I'm just given a block that if I hit it, I'm in trouble. I was fish. So I guess I'm supposed to plunge into the pit, but there's nothing that makes me think that's a good idea, so. It feels less like a 50-50-90 and more like an almost forced choice, or not really a choice. You could at least make it feel like you were trying to 50-50 me if it felt like I was supposed to go down in the hole for some reason. Like if it didn't feel like either death or other more different death were my only two options. We do have we do kind of have a stack of little waves. We're waiting the damage down, not bad. We're waiting a little bit at the beginning for the stun to wear off, not bad. We're waiting here for that block to move before we can start jumping or moving or whatever. Have that. That feels like a sniper thwomp. Guess it wasn't very helpful. Oh, I didn't see the thing that said wrong. Was there a little hint somewhere? Maybe I missed it after I triggered the ball? Maybe I was supposed to see it? Oh, up there. Are you? N. Okay. Oh, is that covering up part of the semi-solid? And we're supposed to run across it and I guess jump? Yeah, see, from my perspective, I see that says run, but I jumped early, so I might assume run and then jump to not go in the pit. And then after I do that, I would probably then try the question mark blocks and then be like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do here? It definitely feels like it's pretty easy to not know what next steps are here. Don't think I need this. Okay. There is a semi-solid there, and then we fall off from it. Yeah, it is late and I am tired, but I am feeling a little bit like, more mean than funny so far. Yeah, oh, a good number of things that are hidden and easy to spaghetti, hard to react to. And hard to react to is definitely something you want to avoid. That's an easy place for players to get frustrated. If there's something reactable that isn't easy to see, they need to react every time they're coming in. And it isn't anything super twitchy like after the second you come out of a door, but it's close enough with the shell falling down. And when you couple that with little waits, they're not crazy waits. It's not like I'm waiting out a P-switch every 5 seconds. But with little waits where I have to wait for this and then I have to wait for that and the other thing, it can start to add up. Ow. And I die when I approach the next thing. Esports. Yeah, deaths with no setup, punchlines kind of with no setups. Like a lot of a good amount of the core concept is here, but the actual execution of those core concepts is missing some of the comedy, some of the slapstick that really helps sell it. There was a hint sign right above where you decided to die. The run sign. You did finally see the run sign. but I assumed and was basing that what I said a minute ago there about running and jumping off of the fact that it said run and it seemed like an obvious jump, so it seemed like I was supposed to make a running jump. If we don't need that guy, we just run there too. Oh. And then it's not clear where the pit is. Yeah, it's hard to feel exactly where the pit is there. I'm assuming I'm supposed to jump at the coins. It's not like you can move a semi-solid. But I wish I knew. I wish I knew after fucking it up a couple of times. That's real close. Yeah, the 30 is where the pit is, so somewhere in there, but it starts back up on the other side too. So maybe we can jump early as long as we rub the wall and then we'll catch the lip on the other side. Maybe not. But I feel like after I've died somewhere a couple of times, it should be clear to me. If the pit can be a little higher, so that when the player falls down, you give them some clear indicator down there, that can be helpful. So that they can see it once the camera shifts. That can at least give the player some rough out, like, okay, I see it lines up with the 30 coin is definitely where the hole starts. So I'll remember to jump before that, and I can see that there's a lip on the other side based on what I'm being shown here. It would be nice to be confident in the solution after failing a couple of times. Okay. I have no idea where I missed a mushroom. Maybe you're telling me I actually am supposed to hit the question mark block and that will put a mushroom somewhere? Maybe I was just supposed to look for it? Ooh, I definitely wish I had found the checkpoint by now, though. So what am I? I'm a little bit over 15 minutes in. Fish, mushroom, falls in the hole. Oh, there's a hole there, too. Oh! Yeah, it's not clear where the mushroom is. It's not clear where the pit is there. It wasn't clear that there was a little thing that I was running over there. But it's definitely very, very, very easy to not understand the framing or the structure of that pit, so it just feels like infinite trial and error. Like I'm just feeling around in the dark. There's no gag or punchline. It's just feeling around in the dark till you find a light switch, and then you go to the next dark room and feel around in the dark for a light switch, and which is generally not the experience you want to have. I guess that. Oh god. So maybe I stand at the 1.5 mark. 1.5. One ways, and then a mushroom will touch me. Definitely don't spin right away. Wow. Iron Free Ghost Hunt is really great. I really wish some crazy person would make a mod for SMB3, maybe for SMB3 Mix or something similar, so that I could have some of the missing music in SMB3. Yeah, I can go to there. Okay, so the gap is right there at 1.5 to 2 is the gap. Yeah. Feeling it out, monkeying around there to find the exact invisible gap to stand over because the mushroom plunges down it feels very, very yucky. And I'm definitely at the point where the forced wait at the start is making me very impatient. I'm also very close to the optimizing this room to the point where the speed bump of the where that it might grab me and oops, throw me up in there, throw me up on those clouds like I'm assuming it's supposed to, but it seems like it's really only going to play out if you're going real fast. What are we at? Yeah, 35 deaths before CP1. But pretty soon here. Hopefully we'll hit the checkpoint. We know we have a clean stopping point. No, we can just run under that. It felt like we couldn't. Esports, but we can. Can't really control the camera up more without forcing the player to jump. But one thing that can be helpful is making sure the player can see it by giving them something to jump for, even if it's just optional. We can't see over there anymore, but we'll highlight it when we come back. Okay, 1.5. Here we go. Oh. That does not bounce on the spring. Okay. Probably last one. Get back there so we can take a peek. If you give the player an optional but harmless shiny, well, hang on, one more room. Got ahead of myself here. Optional but harmless shiny here. Did we see a little smiley mushroom in that pit? A little bit it looked like. Right here. If you give the player a reason to climb a little higher up the vine for a dangerous little shiny object, some players will check, and they may not notice immediately what's happening over here. Oh, that's going to block it off. I don't want to unpause it. But just extend the vine up a little higher. And put a little 50 coin in a room here that looks spooky or looks suspiciously non-spooky. Maybe there's a one-way here and a one-way above it and a one-way here, so the player thinks it's suspicious, but they still might go touch it to see what happens. And even if it does nothing, ideally it does do nothing, the player will move the camera and get in the habit of moving the camera, and that will set them up to look at... They may not get in the habit, but that will set them up to look at the stump there, and it may be helpful in presenting a way for the player to look at the stump. I get that there's a time component there as well, but just giving the player some opportunity to move the camera up a little will make it feel a little bit less like something off screen that's hitting them, and something they need to look at and pay attention to. You can also just structure around that as having the player go up a little before they go over and down, and then giving them more time to do so. Oh man, that jump is really awkward too, because we can't like commit to it because we're getting pushed on the blowy joey there. So it's a lot more awkward than it needs to be with the one-ways right there. Your goal is to have the player run off of the pit. So your goal doesn't ever need to be, okay, now make a challenging, awkward jump. Like, in a troll level, one of the absolute, like, golden rules, and helping in avoiding ever frustrating the player, is make sure that once the player knows what the troll is and they know what to do, or knows what all the trolls are, but once the player has a clear understanding of next steps, those next steps should be a fucking cakewalk. It should be fucking baby town frolics, like just fucking stealing heroin from a baby and just slamming it right in, just going for it. That baby's not going to put up a fight. That baby shouldn't even have the heroin, so it should be easy and it should feel good to do. spring jump isn't possible. That's the troll. Oh, see, it seemed like that's what we were supposed to do there. Now I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. But it also absolutely looked like the spring jump was doable. To the point where I would continue trying to do that. Because it looked like it was too many blocks for me to just make that jump. Count. Yeah, that's it. 5.5 roughly. And we make that. Maybe we can just make it. Oh. But then the Blowy Joey catches you too if you try to jump before it, but on the edge. Yeah, there's a lot going on there that puts you in a position where it's very, very easy to not only spaghetti, but to continuously make the wrong choice. And especially if I was playing this blind out of the troll Discord or whatever, I would not assume at this point that I was not supposed to use the spring. I would assume at this point that I need to redouble my efforts on the spring, because that must work. So I must have to hit the spring hard and hold right. Because that's something that my brain playing lower quality troll levels for a long time, and then just generally being bad, is assuming that the solution can't be something complicated or stupid, because that violates the spirit of a decent troll level. So it's very likely that the solution is just like a hold right or a simple like jump and go type thing, and I'm just not seeing it. So look for that. But I do think that's the typical like experience. That's what people are looking for, is the like, oh, okay, so it's not what it looks like, so it must be a relatively simple solution. And then you start looking for that, and then you just get confused and frustrated. Last one, bedtime. Gotta sleep. Can't spend 25 minutes on section 1 of, I'm assuming, 2 checkpoint troll level. I will be back on Monday, if you want me to yell at more of it. Or other things. But especially, since this was a little older, this is a good candidate, especially for, you know, rework. Dive back in there and get those juices flowing. Fix it up. Oh, god damn it, Thwomp. I was trying to stop and look, and I thought I was out of range. Yeah, I think we can just make that with a running jump, but there isn't enough of a cutoff on the side for me to even think that's viable, even with you telling me that's probably what with me assuming that's what I'm supposed to do. I think it would be pretty easy for player to definitely commit to the wrong course to action and get extremely frustrated there, especially coupled with the other things coming up to it. Yeah, that's from 2021, you know, so pretty old. Not so old that I would expect kind of too hard or nasty stuff, but pretty old. Yeah, we've been doing some stuff since, but not too much. Meat caves. I like meat. I work at a meat place. Okay, I'm going to bed. You guys have a good night, weekend, rest of your week. Madeline, I'm probably going to take a look at that hack before bed here. I usually play something in bed, so I might take a look at that Mario 64 hack. And if it seems like it's pretty good right at the gate, maybe I'll try and find some time to stream that. That would be fun. You guys have a good night. I'm fucking out of here.